since Spacies is powered by the Ministry of Retro Gaming. Speedball 2. Let's play.
Since Spacies.
G'day invaders, welcome to Since Spacies, and we are going to be looking at Speedball 2. I'm joined by Sebastian. How you doing?
Guys, good.
This guy doesn't know what a Mega Drive is. That's not quite true, but you've never owned a Mega Drive. In fact, he's never owned a Sega console at all.
Have my cousins and family members have owned them, but me personally, no. We had a Nintendo and then went straight to PS1.
Okay.
Skip that whole generation.
And you've never played Speedball 2?
Never.
So the background story for those who don't know, that Speedball 2 was big in the day on Amiga, and then a port came onto the Mega Drive, and that's when I started to drill because I love this game. I just didn't get the chance to own it and play it, but then when it got released on Mega Drive, I bought it day one. So here we are, Speedball 2
So is that
Brutal
actually your
Deluxe.
Day one copy?
Yes,
No way.
it's in mint.
That is in really good condition.
I do look after some of them, not all of them.
It does look like a VHS cover to me though, but it's
VHS. It is a very thick box compared to, say, Switch. I can't get over the Switch boxes though. They're so small and it's full of nothing. No, okay. Now that we mention instruction manuals, this one was weird because yes, it did come with a color instruction manual, but the inside was all black and white and was all multilingual. So even though you're getting what looks like a pretty decent size instruction manual, you're only really using a small part of it.
it's just good.
But it was at least good to have an instruction manual for it. Okay, so we're going to be playing 1 versus 1. We're going to play 3 games, winner at best of 3.
I'm gonna get smashed.
Probably, I don't know. You might even smash
me in these
older
old
games. Alright, best of 3.
Right,
actually,
let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Get ready!
Alright. So you can punch the crap. This one button does everything. C. And I just scored!
What? Where's the goal?
The goal's up there.
Bloody hell.
Get ready!
Sega, this is why we need a HDMI retro console. Oh, why did he do that? You can score off the sides as well.
Ah!
Oh, cheeky. 20-0.
Get ready!
Oh, you just got 2 points. You can score off there, or you can get a multiplier off the sides.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to be throwing this ball,
Basically, it's like soccer or handball. You know, European version of handball, not schoolyard handball. Oh, just running right.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
This one button does everything.
Yeah, I know that, but it's just...
Oh, it went up. Look at the guy, he's going for it.
Yeah,
he's on the board. He's on the board.
Woo!
So what's that, 34 to 10?
That's alright.
I think I can read that. It's hard to read the score.
I can't even. Yeah, 34 and
10.
something.
Look at me, I'm just bashing the crap out of you.
Get ready!
What happened there? Oh, half time. Alright, half time, change sides. Jeez, they don't give you much time to adjust. You're going the wrong way. You gotta go up. You gotta go up. What are you doing? That's my defense guy. No. Oh. Yes. 44 to 10.
Get ready.
So not fair for you, I think.
No, I have no idea. The graphics are so bad, I can't see.
Oh, come on.
No!
Oh, fudge it. I'm helping you. No goalie, what the hell?
Huh?
Oh, it used a power up to go to your highest player automatically. That was in your favour. It did it again. Oh, that was in my favour. What am I saying? Sorry. Oh, you've done it now.
I don't like that.
It's a cheat.
It's so shit.
It's like a power up.
It's not a power up, it's a hindrance.
44 to 10.
Get ready.
Alright, so I'm going down. Okay. Oh no! Oh, he's off to a flying start. 10-0.
I deserved that. I deserved that. Look at
Deserved.
that. Boom! My ball.
Goalie was on drugs.
Ready.
I would love to see a new version of this game.
I don't think.
It'll be a good Switch game.
It's off.
There's another game called WrestleBall, which is also known as Powerball. And oh man, that dude was doing alright. Where are you going? And it's a similar type of game as this, but I actually prefer that game over this.
I think it's quite stupid that the C button does everything. Like, see? They should at least add a button variant. Like, who the fuck puts 3 buttons and only one does anything?
They were trying to make it easy for you.
Well, they didn't.
You knocked it off. What? 20 to 10. Stop your bitching. You're in this. Shut up.
I'm back.
Oh, 2 points. I'm on the board at least.
Oh, you can catch it.
Yeah, yeah, you can jump up. Man, I'm helping you. I think he's got this actually. 30 to 12.
Get ready.
Oh, you idiot.
Oh, what that does now is that you've hit the next time you throw that ball, it's going to blitz past my goalie. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, because it goes red, so which means that when you throw it, then he can't catch it. Then it's gone hot.
Get ready. Get ready.
40 to 12 halftime. Change sides. I like how it doesn't give you much time to
No time at all.
sort shit out. Just picked up some bonus points. What are you whinging about?
Yes!
Own goal!
No way. How did that even go in by you? Oh,
Because I was bashing the button.
This slide tackle.
52 to 12.
Big get your own game, champion. Oh, come on. What was that?
Get ready.
Own goal again.
Thanks, Brian.
Charity.
Get ready.
2 to 22, mate.
Not much time left on the board either for a catch up.
Oh, what?
How's it feel?
That's so dumb.
It was a good goal, just wrong net. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. That's why I'm saying a Switch version of this would be good, because then you can hold the screen up and down.
I can't see.
Oh, come on. Alright, 1-1.
Get ready.
Alright, this is it for all the marbles. Yes.
Get ready.
Ice cream! So yeah, the Amiga version used to yell out ice cream whenever you got a goal. Barrels his goalie.
Can't even see who the ball's
Oh,
going.
now he's got the excuses coming that he's losing.
No, I legitimately don't know. Like every time, see, I can't see when it gets up here. There we go.
Oh, my fucking players.
Just trying to use the one player now. Oh no! No!
Yes. What's that, 30 to 12. No, you're not getting an own goal. Oh, yes, multiplier.
Get ready.
Half time. My goals are worth more points now, by the way. Ah, but it doesn't matter if you're not getting any goals.
That's right. Ooh, we're catching up.
Get
now.
ready.
What? Oh, man.
This is so frustrating, I must admit.
It's very frustrating. Oh, dude.
Man, why am I throwing it the wrong way? Far out.
It's probably one of the most annoying games I've played.
Oh no! Oh, player's injured. He's out of here. Up you go. Off to sick bay.
Get the stretcher.
That is awesome.
Did you get subs or what?
Yeah, you got a new substitute. Oh, a few quick points.
I don't get why you're.
Oh, and goal. It's all over now.
Yeah.
dumping it in now. 93, 20 points for a goal now.
This game's poo. What is this, dude? Like.
(96-26). Romped it in for the equaliser. Don't worry about what that says.
You won.
Yeah, well, we're not going to bother with this anyway. Yeah, bit of a look back at retro gaming.
I'm so glad that games are no longer made like that.
That was a good game in its time, and I would love to see a Speedball 3, but I don't think that we'll ever get to see that. And that's another thing that we were talking about, is the controls being wired back then compared to now.
And being really, the cord, like, I don't know if you guys can tell by scale, but this cord is really
Pretty short. Yeah,
super short.
So, yeah, that was released by Virgin Games back in the day, but it's got an official Sega seal on the side there. So it was distributed in Australia by Sega Aussiesoft.
How much would that have cost back then?
80.
Okay, so same.
No, not same. 80, 1990.
Oh, so more, okay.
Money compared to $90 now, which is not a lot. It's still, I don't know, that's the thing about gaming. Everyone whinges about how the price of gaming is going up. The actual cost, the price itself stayed at about $80 or $90 per new release.
Just what that was worth back then as opposed to what that is now worth.
The inflation kills it.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's a lot of dust on that too. But anyway, now it was good to crack that open and get stuck into Speedball 2 for the first time in ages. Leave it at that, I think. What do you think of that?
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to bag it out because I didn't grow up playing this system, so I can appreciate the nostalgia. But I mean, look, having not played this before, I don't think it's something that I could pick up and sink my teeth into now.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But I can appreciate where it's come from.
If they did a Speedball 3 on Switch with new graphics, new style.
If they made it so that I could see down
like
the bottom half of the screen, then
yeah, you can hold it up now. But when you smack that player, you actually get to see it in HD.
I mean, yeah. Well, look, there's not a lot of games out that are out like that at the moment. So
no, it's lacking.
It is. There is a gap there.
There's no futuristic sports thing going on.
I mean, the only one that comes to mind, and we were discussing it before, is Death Row.
Death Row was a game released on Xbox.
Very similar concept.
The original Xbox. And the funny thing with that game is on the front of the packaging it actually says, with swearing. It actually is an advertised feature on the game. Are you
actually serious?
Yeah. Hang on, I'll jump cut to the actual game. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about, Death Row on the Xbox. Only on Xbox, by the way. And it says it's from Ubisoft. Well, there you go.
It is an Ubisoft.
Alright. Uncensored version. Full blood, full swearing, full violence. Yeah. And it's pretty lame. Like, the swearing in it was just like schoolyard stuff. Or F you, or F this.
Honestly though, if you are looking for a quirky sports game and you don't like FIFA or any of those, this is probably the game for you. This is actually not a bad game. It's fun to play.
And then any other couple games that come into this category, because it's not something that gets done often.
No, not at all.
As I was mentioning before, Wrestle Ball, which was known as Powerball on the Genesis. That game was awesome. It was done by Namco. It was Japanese, and it had a full anime style intro, and it was like, I want this game now.
The only other thing that comes to mind when you think of these sorts of games as well is like if your sandbox, like your FIFA Streets, your Sonic Olympic one. They had a Sonic Soccer one at one point.
Yeah, but this is about esports, what they thought esports was going to be. You know, guys, absolute violence and
brutalizing each other.
Yeah, like Smash TV style, but with a ball.
That's true.
And one other game that comes to mind is Cyberball 2020 or whatever it was called.
PS1?
No, that's an old Atari game, and it was released on Mega Drive, and it's pretty bad. It's like football, American football, but with robots. Yeah, exciting.
It does need to be revisited, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a hole in the market, guys.
Someone get on it, please.
Anyway, my name's been Brian.
And Sebastian.
And I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks, guys.
Since Spacies.
And question, why the fuck do you have a photo of the
It was
Terminator?
for a sketch I had to do.
Oh.